Well said, Tanisha. Thank you, honey, for sharing. There's at least 10 other people I want to bring out, but without further ado, there are a couple of people we're going to bring out later for their testimonials. I do want to get this thing started. We have an amazing, wonderful human being on the Zoom screen share who has been able to create a lot of things for many of us by giving us certain platforms that we needed. So without further ado, Greg, if you're on and you could hear me, please take it from here and we'll bring on the additional testimonials later.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that, CJ and Tanisha. Wow, so proud of what you're accomplishing. Nicole, awesome. And CJ and Mark, you guys are just incredible human beings yourself. I mean, this is a team atmosphere here. And for all the guests that are listening in to this live meeting, I just want you to know, hold on to your seats because this is going to be an incredible webinar for you. I'm going to be talking to you from my head and heart to yours. I don't care whatever you've looked at in the past, whatever you've been exposed to, try. There's never been anything quite like this. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and jump right into this real quickly. And if you guys can give me the thumbs up that you guys can see my screen, we can go ahead and rock and roll. Yeah, fantastic. Good deal. Listen, what we're so excited about is that we have our hands on something that everyone around the world needs and anyone can do, and that's crowdfunding. And there's a little short 9-minute video that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. But before we get into that, I want to talk to you guys about a couple things here. I want to introduce you to Impact101, whereby you can generate $125 to $2,000 daily, and that not only be possible, but highly likely. And the reason for that is what crowdfunding has done. It's deregulated or democratized access to funding in a way that's never been done before in human history. I need you guys to understand that. And the beautiful thing about this is that it's not just for a few, but it's for everyone worldwide. Like I said, it's something that everyone can do and everyone needs, and that's access to more funding. So you may ask, what is this crowdfunding all about? What is crowdfunding? Well, it's simply a process of raising funds for good causes and projects, and it's done synergistically by a group of people working synergistically together, and it's done primarily through the internet. You can raise funds for business purposes, personal reasons, and the like. It's legal on all continents worldwide. Now, what you need to understand, there are 4 different types of crowdfunding. There's loan-based, there's investment-based, there's donation-based, which we are, and there are rewards-based, okay? Crowdfunding is so huge now, it's even being taught at the prestigious Wharton Business School, so it is legit and it's here to stay, okay? Now, why is this taking place? Why has crowdfunding hit such a tipping point? Well, I'm sure we're all familiar with the financial crisis that took place from 2006 to 2008, right? Well, what happened was it forced people to look outside of traditional banking practices to gain access to funding, okay? And so the banks have been the problem, okay? It started failing the people. It started failing businesses and investors. So trust has diminished since 2008. So what crowdfunding does, it allows a person like yourself to bypass the financial gatekeepers, as me and my partners like to call them, and allow you to gain access to unlimited funding for whatever cause, personal or business that you want. Now, the market is huge. Since that time, a lot of companies have popped up. I'm sure you've seen companies like Kickstarter, GoFundMe, HouseCrowd, Seeders, Indiegogo, but even PayPal has put their hat in the crowdfunding arena. They've decided to use their platform to get a piece of the action. And as you guys know, they're the world's largest payment provider. And I like to say that if PayPal sees value in the crowdfunding space, let that be a hint, clue to you that you should participate as well. Facebook is also in crowdfunding. If you haven't noticed, on people's timelines during their birthday, and this has just been popping up here recently, people are always asking for a donation for various causes, right? Well, the reality is that Facebook gets a piece of the action. The cause also raises money for its, its reasons, but also the person that put that cause on their timeline, they get a piece of the action as well. So this crowdfunding phenomenon is right up underneath our noses. What I want you to understand that in 2017, crowdfunding did over $34 billion worldwide, but it's projected to do over $300 billion by 2025. The question I have for you is how much of that market's going to be yours? With you rolling with our team, we have systems and processes in place. We're going to show you how to get your piece of the action without having to sell anything because the system does all the heavy lifting, okay? So here's what I want you to understand. Why are you here? Why are you taking time out of your schedule to look at this information. What's your cause? Maybe you're here because you're in your golden years and you're outliving your retirement and you're looking for additional income to supplement your retirement. Maybe you want to pay off some credit card debt, or maybe you have a child that's getting ready to go to college and you're wondering, how in the world am I going to pay for this college education? Okay. Or maybe you have a sincere cause that you want to raise money for. The bottom line is that anyone can crowdfund. You don't have to be a big company and you don't have to be a charity. All you need is a computer and a telephone, and a big reason why in our system, and you can raise funds for anything. And I want you to think about this for a moment. Imagine receiving donations from people all around the world. With Impact 101, it will change that currency into US dollars. And this can happen happening daily, weekly, and monthly. So here's what I want to do. Mark, if you don't mind, I'm going to unshare my screen. If you can go ahead and fire up that short video for everybody. And after this video, I'm going to come back and I want you to pay close attention, because I'm going to break this thing all the way down. I promise you, this makes 100% common sense to the discerning person. This is an absolute no-brainer. So we're going to go ahead and fire up that video.
What would your life be like if you could receive donations of $20, $40, $75, $150, $300, $600, $1,200, and even $2,400 over and over again every day from people all over the world, received instantly and never ending? How would that impact your family, your dreams, and your ability to support the people and causes you care about? Well, receiving donations like that every day is not only a possibility, it's almost a certainty if you follow our proven impact system for success. Impact101 is a world leader in the person-to-person crowdfunding arena. Our fully automated system lets anybody quickly and easily raise funds for anything they want. That's because we are crowdfunding with a major enhancement. Our system allows the giver to also become the receiver. Let's face it, every dream requires funds. We help you raise those funds, and we do it in an ethical way that is 100% legal around the globe. Here's how it happens. Step 1, join and donate. Become a member for as little as $25. Our system is all about people helping people. You make a one-time out-of-pocket donation to 2 other people to help them with what they're raising funds for. Each donation helps 2 other people. That gives you your very own donation grid so you can start receiving donations immediately. Step 2, spread the word. Use the very effective automated tools. We'll show you in a minute to expose people to how powerful this is. Our system will help you find 2 or more people who see this, and it will help them do the same thing. Step 3, reap the rewards. Response is big, because absolutely everybody wants to receive donations from other people all over the world. As a result, people start quickly dropping into your donation grid and making donations to you instantly. Here's the key. You also receive half of the donations from anybody else who falls into your donation grid. And because donations are made person to person, it's immediate. No waiting and nobody in the middle holding it up. Here's how it works. Let's say you came into the $150 donation grid as an example. You made 2 donations of $75, one to the person who invited you, and one went to another person. That's because 100% of all donations are always paid back out to help 2 people. You then used our tools to share the information with your sister, Sue, who's a stay-at-home mom and looking for a way to help with her family's expenses. Sue gets it right away. She joins. She lands in your donation grid and she makes an instant $75 donation to you. At the same time, the person who invited you reached out to their friend Bill. Bill's dream has always been to open his own restaurant. Bill sees this is the way to fund that. He joins and lands in your grid. Boom, another instant $75 donation to you. Now you've got your initial outlay back and you're in a break-even situation. Sue tells her friend Sally, who's trying to find a way to pay off her college loans. Bang. Sally drops into your grid, another instant $75 donation. You tell Jack, who's a sharp business guy and he wants it, another instant $75 donation. Bill tells Tom, who's a big supporter of a homeless charity. Tom sees it's a fantastic system to help him support his cause and he joins, another instant $75 donation. Bill also tells his father, Pete, he's retired and looking for a way to supplement his income. Pete joins, another instant $75 donation. So let's look at what happened. You made 2 out-of-pocket donations for a total of $150. You used the tools to share it with a couple of people, and you've now received $450 back directly and immediately into your pocket. You gave 2 donations and you got 6 donations back. You've tripled your initial outlay, and it happened fast. Your individual results may vary. Your donation grid is now full. Here's where the fun really starts, because you get to do it all over again endlessly. A brand new donation grid opens up for you with 6 new spots in it for you to receive donations. You make your 2 donations of $150 total again, and now you can triple your outlay again. But here's where the magic begins to happen. The spots in your new donation grid fill up not only from you sharing with people, but also from the people that you've already personally invited. Remember Sue, who you invited? Well, Sue has been sharing it with tons of people because it's so easy to do. Her donation grid got completed fast. So now Sue comes and follows you, her inviter, and lands again in your donation grid. She makes another $75 donation to you. As her people use the system to complete their donation grids, they follow Sue, landing in her grid, which can also be your grid. When that happens, they're making donations to you again as well. Jack, who you also invited, is really fired up too. He's brought in some big business people who are moving fast. That's completed Jack's grid fast. So he now comes and lands in your new grid. He makes another $75 donation to you, and his people follow him too. Bang! You've completed another grid, tripling your initial outlay of $150 to $450 again. You get a new grid. You make your 2 donations of $150 total, and you get to keep doing it over and over. By now, you know this is what everybody on the planet is looking for. And it's so easy to share it with our tools. Here's some really great news. There are no limits to the number of people you can share this with. You can invite and help as many people as you want. Imagine if you had 5 people that you invited and they were following you and completing your grid every time they completed their grids. What if you had 10 people doing that? And all of their people were following them as well, completing their grids quickly. You could be completing your grid multiple times per day, and wouldn't that do wonders? Here's some other really great news. We have 8 separate donation grid levels that help you have success quicker. A $40 grid, an $80 grid, $150, a $300, $600, a $1,200, a $2,400, and a $4,800 grid. You can have donation grids simultaneously working and receiving for you in as many of those levels as you want. And each time you receive half of the donation when somebody lands in your grid. That means you could be receiving multiple donations of $20, $40, $75, $150, $300, $600, $1,200, and $2,400 each and every day, instantly. And every person you invited would be following you over and over again at each of their donation grid levels they're in. If you were in all of the 8 donation grids and you were to just complete each of those grids once a month, you would receive $28,710 for the month. Now that's big. It's life-changing. So you can see how powerful this is and how it can change anybody's financial situation in a hurry. Now let's show you the impact system for success. That's going to make it all happen for you, just like it does for everybody else. When you join as a member, you lease our entire system to do the work for you. You can do so for as little as $25, which covers you for 6 months. That gives you access to our complete proven system, which will do all of the explaining for you. You get a fully customized and personalized mobile landing page, which you can send to people that will show them everything. It has everything they need to understand this, including this video. This page will do all of the explaining for you. Your own personal website where people can get more information and join your team. A state-of-the-art back office which tracks all of your donation grids, your team, and your donations in real time. Help and support from a team of leaders who will walk you through everything and be there to back you up every step of the way. Impact 101 is making a major impact in people's lives all around the world. We have everything in place for you to dramatically change your financial situation quickly. It's big, it's fast, it's simple, and it's easy, and it will work for you too. Watch the next video for some more specific details on how the donation grids work and how you can have donations coming to you immediately. Then, get back to the person that shared this with you. They'll answer your questions, and if you're ready to make an impact, they'll help you start receiving donations today.
Fantastic. As you guys can see, this is just absolutely amazing. It's an absolute no-brainer. Let me go back and share my screen. I'm going to really break this thing down for you guys so that you guys have a real good understanding of what this is all about. Now, this is the process I want to share with you, and please pay close attention here, because when I really got this, I couldn't sleep. This is the needle in the haystack we've all been looking for. So let's say this is you, okay? Now, you always receive 50%. It always goes to you. It's a win-win situation, okay? Now, the other thing I want you to know, it's a one-time out-of-pocket donation ever, all right? So here's what you want to do. You want to identify at least 2 people, okay? You want to bless 2 people. And when you do that, you're at the break-even point at that moment in time, all right? Now, those 2 people will always receive 50%. They make a one-time out-of-pocket donation, and then we want to teach them how to simply identify 2 people as well. Congratulations, you have what we call cycled, okay? Now, keep in mind that this is the process, it's not the structure. This is not network marketing or MLM, okay? This is not a pyramid deal. This is peer-to-peer crowdfunding at its best. Now, when you cycle, something amazing happens here. When your 2x2 matrix fills, another one automatically and immediately opens up for you to receive donations without, pay attention here, no additional efforts and no more out-of-pocket requirements, okay? Now, there are 8 donation grid levels. 50%, once again, always goes to you. There's the $40 donation level where you can position yourself to receive 6 donations of $20 or $120. Now, what are the 6 donations? It's your 2, who identified 2, a total of 6. So you've taken a $40 one-time donation and you've tripled that, and you can repeat that process over and over again. And I'm going to help you understand how that's done. There's an $80 donation level where you can triple that and position yourself to generate $240 in donations received. The $150 donation level, you can triple that and receive up to $450 over and over again. $300 donation level, triple that to make or generate over $900 in donations received. $600, triple that, $1,800 in donations received over and over again. There's a $1,200 donation level. That equals $3,600 in donations received in that process. Then there's the $2,400 one, then the $4,800 one. I think you guys see the process. Now, here's the thing. If you cycle through all 8 of those levels just one time a month, you're talking about receiving $28,710, okay? Now, here's the magic. This is what allows you to create a perpetual funding machine for you. Now, please pull in here. Let's say, for instance, you decide to donate at the $300 level as an example, okay? So here's what you're going to do. You're going to give, okay? In other words, you're going to donate, and then you're going to share it with 2 who turns around and shares it with 2. Now, when that happens, you will go to a place where you've tripled your initial donation and you would have received $900 in donations, okay? Now, a beautiful thing happens. The company will notify you automatically, say, congratulations, you've what we call cycled. Now, if you want to position yourself to receive another $900 in donations on that level, you have to redonate back into the economy $300 on that level. Now, pause here for a moment and tell me what that sign looks like. That is the infinity sign, okay? Now, here's what I want you to understand. Your next question is, well, where's that $300 going to come from to redonate? It's going to come from the $900 you've already received, leaving you $600 to the good. Now, it gets even better. This is how this works. Remember those 2 people that you initially invited who gave their initial donation? Well, they have the same opportunity. When they cycle, they'll receive notification that if they want to receive another $900, they have to put back in $300 into the economy, and you'll receive another $150 times 2 because 50% always goes to you. This is a 2x2 follow me matrix. You always follow your team of donors, and your team of donors always follows you. So now you can receive donations over and over again through infinity. Okay. Now, here's what I suggest that you do. That $600 that you have to the good, you want to be on all 8 levels ultimately. Take that $600 and move up to the next level. All right. So here's how it works on that level. Same thing. You go ahead and you donate $600, you share it, and then you cycle. That triples your initial donation, and you receive $1,800. The company will then notify you again and say, congratulations, you have cycled. But if you want to position yourself to generate another $1,800, then you have to redonate back into the economy. And the same thing happens on that level, but the $600 comes from the $1,800 you've already received, leaving you $1,200 to the good. And you can do that over and over again. So we are recycling a one-time investment and turning that over and over again through infinity. I hope you guys understand what you're looking at here, okay? So we're creating a healthier financial ecosystem, and it's part of a Mobius loop technology. Now, when you look at this illustration here, I want you to visualize this is how it works. So if you look at the gray area, let's say that's the $300 donation level, and the blue area is the $600, and the purple is the $1,200, and you're on all 3 of those levels there, okay? And if you were to cycle through those 3 levels just twice a month, that would generate for you in excess of $12,000 in donations received for you. Now, what would that do for your lifestyle? What would that do for your cause or anything that you need extra funding for? It can change your life. So in a nutshell, what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen, is that we're creating a brand new economy. We already realized the typical economy, it's not working anymore. Everyone around the world needs this. The typical economy is very restrictive. It's pyramidal in structure. That's why we have the upper, middle, and lower class. And so what we're doing is we're taking 2 people at a time, 2 by 2, following them out of the proverbial matrix into the new economy that's Mobius in nature with the infinity sign, and creating ultimate freedom for all of us. We finally have control in the palm of our hands. So we're extremely excited. So let me be one of the first people to welcome you to the new economy. Like I said, we have something that everyone needs and anyone can do. And at this moment in time, I'm going to turn it back over to the incredible CJ, because we want you guys to hear from another individual that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. And then I'm going to share with you some of the tools that we have in place, and then we'll wrap this thing up. So CJ, go ahead and bring out Mark if you'd like.
All right, wonderful. To be honest with you, Greg, there are three very key people that I embrace them in my life because of what they give to the community. If you don't mind, first, of course, I want to bring out my honey, Mark. Mark, I know you weren't prepared for this, but if you could just share in 1 minute, minute and a half, what happened to us when we were in our cruise for 7 days?
Well, other than zip lining across the Mazatlan, it was amazing. We didn't have much internet connection. We didn't have a phone. And it was amazing. Over about a 4 or 5 day period, lo and behold, as we plugged into the system, we received $19,000 in donations. Now, I usually don't put numbers out there like that, but I was just blown away by how easy the system, and it's an attribute to the actual system itself and how many people are really being blessed by this system. I also wanted to share that it was the first time I ever received a donation from outside the United States and Canada. So we received a donation from Honduras, which is completely outside of our group. So it just tells you how powerful this is. We're in over 80 countries now, and it's just continuing to expand. So I'm so happy to be a part of it. Thanks, honey, for bringing me up. Back to you.
Absolutely. Thank you, honey, for sharing. And I do apologize with no warning. There are 2 additional gentlemen that I definitely want to bring out. One of them is Marty. Marty, if you can find Marty, I'd like to have him share his story. If you could, Marty, for a minute, minute and a half. I know we're limited in time.
I'm trying to find you, Marty. Oh, there you are. Thanks, buddy. You're good.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate the opportunity. And I want to thank you guys. I want to thank Brian, too, for inviting us all to take advantage of such a wonderful opportunity. We've been in this now since the beginning of December. And between what we were doing and now, I've just hit around $50,000 in donations raised. And it's really, attributed to two things that anybody can have and do. And that's know what your why is, and then be able to articulately share that why with others. Because if you do that and you get them to think about what theirs is, that's the magic. Because everybody has a reason for wanting more funds, whether it be just the sheer want of it, but almost anybody has a reason, whether it be, in my case, it's I've got 2 boys going to college and I want to make sure they graduate without debt. And I want to help the homeless in my community. Your why is yours. So as long as you know it and you can articulate it with others, but then also get them to think about what theirs is, you're going to be very successful with crowdfunding. And what's great is, we show you the ways to be able to share that with your warm market, but then also to be able to share it out in the cold market with cold marketing as well. So if you decided to get started with whoever invited you to this, you're going to be plugging into a team that shares those strategies so that you can be successful with this as well, just like so many other people on here tonight have shared their success. So I want to thank you guys again for the opportunity, for calling me out. And guys, get back to the person that invited you here, because this is your opportunity to really get things going in the new year. So thanks again, guys.
Thank you, Marty. We love you to death. You know that you have become a big part of all of our families, and all of you that are a part of it already, you are a part of our family. And Marty couldn't have said it any better. First of all, it is magical, you guys. So if you are here for the first time, oh my gosh, embrace this. It is truly a life changer. Mark and I are baby boomers, and we're proud of that, but we get to sleep in peace at night knowing, 1, that we're okay, and 2, that we're helping someone else. And how many people we were able to help today. Every day is a new day. Now, last but least, I want to bring my sponsor out. He is amazing, wonderful to many of us that are on. If it wasn't for Brian and being aggressive enough to convince me, because I was hesitant at first, I am just thankful that I was able to open my mind up and really listen to him and Mark, because both of them were coming at me at one time saying, babe, you got to listen. You got to open your mind up and you got to really listen. And I'm glad that I did. So without further ado, Brian, I know you're out there somewhere, Mark, if you can find him. I'd like him to share some nuggets with everyone that's listening to our message this evening.
Awesome. You guys can hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Good.
Okay, cool. Thanks, CJ. I appreciate that. And guys, there's so many great people on this call right now. I love scrolling through here and seeing some of you guys I recognize, some I don't. But look, you're all in a great spot right now. And, like CJ and Greg and some of us, me personally, I've been in this industry of, internet marketing and doing stuff like this. Going on about 6-7 years now. And even before that, I tried all kinds of different things that didn't really work out so well. And so I know what it feels like if some of you guys are in that position right now where you're like, God, it's just another thing. And I keep trying things and nothing's really working. Look, I can promise you all it gets better. And the great thing about Impact101 and the whole crowdfunding system is that you don't need to have a bunch of experience. You don't need to have a big list of people. You don't need to have any of that stuff, because this thing speaks for itself. And I'm sure CJ and Greg, you guys will agree with me. We've all done a lot of different things, and I've sold things that, are very inexpensive all the way up to things that cost, $21,000, $22,000. With this, you guys, I'm telling you, you're going to be receiving donations and receiving money every day once you get it going. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. This isn't the type of deal where it's not the type of thing where you can just push a button and expect money to rain on you. It's not like that. You do have to share. Okay. You have to share it. And if you don't have the people that you want to share it with, well, we got that covered, because we got an awesome back-end system that Greg has developed. We have all the resources, all the tools, everything you need back there to make it happen. All you got to do is just put in a little bit of effort, get some people to your website, show the video that we just played on here, and I promise you, your phone will ring once you do those things. And then you can just be, you can show them, explain to those people why you're doing it and why this whole system works. If you're scared about technology and you feel like maybe that you don't have the techie skills that you need, Well, guess what? We have you covered on that. And two, because we have a totally done for you system if that's what you want. All you got to do is pick how you want to do it, and it will be done for you. At that point, it's just as easy as to pick up the phone and call people and get them excited. And then even if you're not comfortable talking about it, there's a number of leaders out there who will handle that phone call for you and with you. So guys, we have everything you need. I've never done something that is as cool as this, where it's not just one guy at the top who's winning, right? This thing, everybody wins, that's what's so brilliant about it. And there's people that have never made a nickel on the internet before or online or doing anything like this before. And they're making money sometimes within hours. I'm telling you, sometimes within hours. So get back to who invited you here. I want to see you guys as a panelist on one of these calls and hear your success stories. You're in the right place. So thanks, CJ. That's all I got.
You're quite welcome, Brian, and thank you for sharing your heart and sharing with people, because it truly is the easiest thing many of us have ever seen. I'm not techie, and I'm just letting the done for you go to work for me, and I'm really excited about that. So without further ado, please let me give it back to you, Greg, and take it from there.
Fantastic. I mean, I can't say anything more than that. I mean, I think I would ask maybe some of the leaders you think it's necessary to show some of the processes in the back office and things of that nature. What do you guys think? Or do you think enough has been said?
Whatever you think. I mean,
okay. No problem. All right, let's do that. I'll go ahead and share with you guys this real quickly for those of you that are still on. Just so, I mean, Brian alluded to this in terms of what we have. We have a back office that when you decide to get started with us, we have a back-end marketing system where you have this getting started, and there's a whole checklist here to get your system up and running. In addition to that, it's a CRM, which is a customer relationship management tool that we have. We have a team center where when you run out of warm market people to talk to, there's leads here. We have phone scripts. We have crowdfunding 101. We have Press One software, whereby if you can simply advertise a phone number, we have automation in place where people will go to your website, because that's all you need to do is get eyeballs on your website and allow the system to do the selling and explaining for you. We have this Uru, which is a membership where we get paid peer-to-peer through this Visa or prepaid card. We have training. We have training every Saturday. We have these live webinars for you. We have tools. We have everything in place for you. The other thing that this system will do is you'll get your very own landing page with a custom video that was done by one of our leaders. And you send people to this page here. They click on this button to watch the webinar, and they're automatically directed to a back-end webinar just like this that's already been done for you. All right, everything's set up, testimonials, everything, a call to action. And if all they have to do then is press on 1, 2, or 3, and you're notified instantaneously. Okay, we have a mobile app with it, so you can conduct your business anywhere in the world as well. So I'm sharing all that with you guys to let you guys know that we got you covered from A to Z. And that's because we're all marketers out here. We've all scoured looking for things, and you guys have found the needle in the haystack. So that's all I have for you guys. Please get back with the person that invited you to this live webinar. Let them know if you're 1, you're ready to rock and roll. 2, if you have questions, let's get your questions answered. And 3, hey, we just want to thank you for your time and attention. So, hey, God bless you. And let's go ahead and turn it back over. Let's go ahead and unmute. Let's unmute.
Everybody say goodbye, and we're so excited that everybody was able to come on. We have so many people, and welcome to our new family community, and let's rock and roll and help as many people as we can.
Awesome. You want to mute it?
Mark, would you like to unmute us?
There we go. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, Ken.
Bye.
Good night.
Hi, it was recorded. So you weren't watching it on your computer?
Good night.
Good night.